What is going on, guys? Samuel World from Samuel Productions here, back with a general update slash look back video. Well, since we have finally reached the last month of 2024, how has time flown by so much? That is fucking insane. Now we're already at the last month of 2024. Like, how? It really doesn't feel like it. That's a frustration for another day. That is a frustration for another day. But this video, I'm basically just going to look back at the year as a whole, talk about what you can expect for the last month in videos, and what can you expect in 2025. Just a simple look back video, as I mentioned earlier. Also, I do apologize, my voice sounds a bit rough. I think because of the cold weather and everything, I developed a bit of a cough. Like, I don't think I'm sick or anything. I think it's just cold weather with my throat or something. Like, I know I don't do well when it comes to like weather changes. So, again, if I sound a bit off, I do apologize. Just giving you a heads up. But anyways, what is best to describe 2024 as a whole for me? I would say 2024 is probably the most complicated emotional year, one of the most complicated years I have been through in my life. Now, I wouldn't say it's not the worst year I've been through in life. Like, I always say that 2016, 2020, and 2022 probably going to be the worst 3 years of my life. 2016, because that's when my depression got really, really terrible and the worst it has ever been, which is why I always try to be so positive as I can be. 2020, because obviously that's when COVID started. And 2022, because that's when I first moved, stuck in a hotel, and still trying to get used to everything, and it was a very up and down. Like, this year has been probably, was definitely not as bad as those years. It's probably the most up and down year I have been through in my life. And like the previous, as I mentioned, it's not like there was like any particular event that happened. I mean, till 2016, also didn't have a particular event. I was just stuck at home and depressed, and that was when I started high school and I couldn't get a job, and I ended up feeling stuck at home depressed all day. I mean, not much to really do, or not really have much people to talk to, so I ended up being just bored all day. And that's also when I started YouTube, and I was still figuring myself out. But that's a story for another day. But it's not like any like major thing happened, honestly, that caused the year to be shitty. It's just burnout. Like the first couple months actually were pretty great, and suddenly I started to feel so exhausted all the time, so tired all the time, so all the time. Basically, I was feeling so exhausted and so burned out. Working so much at my current job really like burned me out so much. Like, it was probably the worst burnout I've ever been. I mean, when you work like 3 or 4 days straight, and when majority of them are busy shifts, and sometimes you feel like you don't get like a break in between. Not shifts, but in terms of like days between, and sometimes you end up doing stuff like, and you have and you kind of have a mindset where basically if you feel like you rest, you're just wasting life. I was basically doing the worst burnout I've ever been through in my life. Like, it was bad. Really bad. And obviously, as I'm autistic, I deal with it way worse than most people. So again, it got really bad. Really bad. I ended up feeling so exhausted all the time, so emotional all the time, so oh my god, all the time. And that's obviously not me. And that's something I'm still kind of struggling with a lot, honestly. Is trying to get over that burnout, but also trying to stop with feeling like certain feelings that like I never felt this way before. So why am I feeling it now? Like, without getting like, too much in detail, it's just typical anxiety stuff. I feel like anxiety also is the worst it's been in some days in a while. Thankfully, I never felt depressed or anything, but a lot of times there's like, am I doing something wrong with this person? Because I feel like if they'll be like this towards me, they wouldn't act this way towards me if I wasn't doing anything wrong. Or why are they doing this, that to me, or and be doing this to that person? Like, basically, I always develop a habit of unintentionally comparing myself to people. That's always an unintentional thing I always end up doing. And this year, I've pretty much done to pretty much every friendship I have. Which, again, something I've never done in my life, honestly. And that made it so goddamn frustrating. frustrating. And now that's just usual thing in life, and been trying to find something different for a while. And I would say definitely now I'm in a place where I'm actually not feeling burnout anymore, which I'm thankful for. I'm not feeling burnout anymore, not feeling like exhausted all the time. I still have my moments, obviously, but it's not as bad as it was back, I say, around March and April. I mean, it was a point where I had to leave my bus job for a bit, and then I come back. Which I would say, I still do love where I work. Obviously, I still do adore that place I work at. I mean, I wouldn't be still there if I didn't love it. And I still call my happy place for a reason. But obviously, some days are obviously better than others. It's nothing to do with any of the people there or anyone there in particular or anything in all the place. It's just, anxiety. It was just like so much frustrations and I found most of the month I was like, why am I feeling this way? Why would I get upset because I don't know why am I feeling this way? Why am I thinking like this? Like I shouldn't be thinking like this. Like that was kind of the frustration. Is that why I was thinking like this? Why I never felt this way before? And it really got so frustrating and man, every time I was wondering if I was like doing anything wrong to people, which I didn't want to go back to that mindset again. Again, and I was just feeling like, am I enough for people? And like, if I just stop responding to people, are they going to even acknowledge me or even notice me? Which, yeah, I definitely never wanted to think that on all honestly, and I know that's not true, and just general autistic frustrations where sometimes I would be sure being awkward at times, and sometimes I wouldn't know what to say half the time, which is something I've always dealt with, but this year especially it got really frustrating and got like, what am I supposed to say? Like what? Why do people always have so much conversation to say? Yeah, sometimes I can barely string a few sentences together. It's just something that comes to being autistic, and I know a lot of people deal with that as well, but I definitely deal with that. But I especially deal with that. It just continues to get frustrating and frustration overload. It's like one of those days, with a lot of emotions just kept coming at you at once. Now, obviously, I'm saying this year it's all bad, obviously. And therefore, I met some incredible people this year. Like, there's so many I could name. Some new great people I met in this year that I've become really great friends with. Some people I've actually hung out with outside karaoke and work. Which I was also frustrated that I was trying to hang out with people, but thankfully I had done without some people this year, which is great. And hell, for the end of the year, I mentioned my first sleepover, which is pretty exciting. But I definitely met great people that are just nothing but great and caring and awesome to be around. And I've been nothing but kind and supportive and always there to remind me, like, hey, Sam, you're amazing. You're wonderful. You brighten up our days. You're incredible. And it's also the fact that sometimes because I'm autistic and I don't know how to drive, I don't know how to do this and that, I worry if I am, like, not doing enough or not too, feel like I can't, like, do as much as some people can because I feel like I'm on a back burner in people's minds. Like, hopefully I'm saying it makes a lot of sense, but it's just, just life being life. And worry if I'm not, like, doing too much or not doing enough in people's lives, or just lead to being just frustrated, like, 9 times out of 10. And I really hate feeling that way. But thankfully, I met some great people. I'm saying, again, there's too many great people to name, honestly. I'll say the more that, but those who want you, I'm pretty sure you know who you are. But to those people, thank you for being my friend this year. Thank you for being here for me and reminding me, like, hey, you matter. You're an incredible and I am loved and appreciated. Sometimes it may not. Sometimes in my head would may think I'm not, but in reality, I know I am, and it truly means a lot. Truly, 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 truly. And of course, the fact that I also still do my karaoke, which has been like the biggest positive this year. I feel like it's always gonna be a big positive in my life. Like karaoke has become like my happy place. It's become the thing I've been consistently doing for pretty much since last year. Honestly, and I've been starting finding out more places that do karaoke. Like anytime I try to do karaoke, I find places karaoke. I always try to go there much as I can. The other time I don't do is Friday or Saturday because that's when I work. But I always do like every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And also recently in June, I started being karaoke host, and I also started becoming a karaoke host slash DJ every Sunday. I started doing that since June, and that's been a blast. I mean, it definitely has its up down moments, but overall, I've been loving it. Hey, everyone seems to love it too, so that makes me happy. Hell, somebody can become my favorite DJ, which is amazing and incredible. But yeah, karaoke has been something I've been loving doing, and it generally makes me happy. Sometimes it can make it frustrating when I don't end up doing much, when if I get sick or whatever. But, you know, life, it happens, unfortunately. And I'm also going to a lot of open mic nights as well, going to a lot of different places that, like I done went through repeatals last year, but I'm doing a lot more consistently, doing at least like once every week where I perform. It's good to have places where I can actually perform some of my original songs, which is amazing. I'm able to do that. I'm actually a place where I can perform some originals. 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 And obviously, I post some of that stuff on my YouTube channel as well. And also, you can tell recently, I've also started posting some compilation videos on my karaoke performances and my open mic performances. That'd be a fun thing to do, honestly. I think I've uploaded like 7 karaoke performances compilations so far. Some of that like different themes or artists, or some just like random stuff that I'm not sure if I could put like a certain portion. And I have like 2 open mic compilations. I think after releasing this, I think it'll be a third one to upload, and I think there might be another karaoke compilation, or yeah, probably yeah. And I have like a few more compilations that I'll be uploading for the rest of the year, and then after that, I'm gonna upload at least like one every week. Not just on, because they won't be oversaturated. But I've been having, but yeah, I definitely have been having a lot of fun doing that. It's fun to look back at something I actually performed. You're like, oh yeah, that was so much fun. Fun. Because I think like I think it was like halfway through the year, or I don't know exactly when. But I decided, hey, I do karaoke, so why not record a lot of my performances and upload them on Instagram and YouTube and all that stuff, and that's what I'm doing. And I do generally enjoy singing. I do generally enjoy what I do. Help. Karaoke is the reason why I have so many great friendships I do have. It's one thing that keeps me occupied. It's one of the things that makes me feel like I have a purpose, and where I can actually meet some great people and just have a great time. Which again warms my heart to have people like that. Warms my heart. I mean, hell, one of my performances, Dev Casual, Chaperone, I can reach like my first video reached 2K views, which is insane. And I've been like stuck on one for 15-30 subs for a while. I finally have 1540, which is a start at least. And I've also been uploading consistently on TikTok as well. So if I have to so if you want to know like certain rankings and reviews on the movies I watch and everything, you can upload them. I'm beginning to upload my shorts, so I'll put them also on YouTube, but sometimes I just keep forgetting that YouTube has shorts sometimes. So you guys want to know my thoughts on certain movies that came out or shows that I watched, you can check out my TikTok. I'm trying to upload at least like once every day. And I've been actually really enjoying doing that. And hey, it seems to be growing a lot on the platform. I think I got like 850 followers last time I checked, which is insane. Don't know if I'll reach 1,000 by the end of the year, which is my goal, but hey, everyone seems to enjoy my TikTok. So just keep on going, keep on going, and everyone seems to enjoy it. So, and I definitely enjoy it too. So so I think that's pretty much just a general look back at the year, and it's definitely been a down year, that's for sure. Like, let's face it, 2024 has definitely not been a good year for a lot of people, and for good reason. Reason where, the rise of AI and the rise of this and that, and Hollywood being the worst it's ever been, and so they just going downhill. Like, it's been a crazy year in the world we live in, and a lot of the tragedies that happen. Like, it's been a rough year. Sometimes find the worst of humanity has ever been, and I don't even know how that was possible. But and truly again, a part of me does just want this year to be over and done with. I always did say that 2024 was going to be a year where I was going to be figuring myself out, and to be honest, I'm still am. That's kind of been the motto I've been saying lately, just figuring myself out but staying positive. That's kind of been my motto recently. It's just saying that, and that's kind of true, honestly. Like we're all pretty much just still figuring out life, and But you know, like what's gonna do with this and that and all that stuff. Like life is complicated, unfortunately. Life is unfortunately complicated. Like it's obviously a known fact. But David, there was some good that came out this year for me. Like I said, with all the friendships I made this year, a lot of good friends I have really great contact with, and some I ended up doing a lot more collaboration. I think one collaboration was actually was involving a lot of the collaborations I did with people this year. John Sweet and Abigail Carr, especially, were two amazing people I met this year, which you guys are watching this video. Thank you guys for being great friends and for being awesome people. Yeah, but you know, I'm still probably going myself, just still figuring out myself, but you know, just living life as good as I can be, supporting people as much as I can be, and just staying good old goofy happy pops. I mean, hey, it's got me this, as I say, it's got me this far in life, so as long as I keep, I say, as I always have my way basically, as long as I make people happy, as long as I make people's days better, which when people tell me I seem to always do that. That's how like some people tell me like Sammy love you and all that stuff and we're always happy that you're here. You're the best part of our days and all that stuff. And hell, there were a couple times I ended up missing karaoke because I was sick or just needed a rest day. And they're like, Sam, what the hell you been? We missed you. And that's like, my woman hurts. It's just good to know you're making an impact on people. It's good to know you're making a genuine positive impact on people. So, praying God 2025 ends up being a good year. And I do plan on focusing a lot more on music this year. Obviously, well, I'm going to try to do some gigs. Oh, I also actually did get my first gig where I performed at the Dirty Jaren Poach, where I performed this at this open mic night. One thing I do every Monday, and where I was the featured guest, and that was a great experience. And there was a couple I was going to as well, but they got canceled or. Oh, and also, hey, a fellow musician, see one of my songs, Tasteless Jack. If you're watching this, thank you for that. By the way, that really meant so much to me. Again, I met so many great musicians that I've become really close with this year, and some really great people, talented people in general. So yeah. So in terms of videos for the remainder of 2024, again, I'm gonna upload some karaoke compilation. I think like probably about four more in the pipeline, and I, along with a few more open mic compilations as well. I'm planning on doing like two more like top 10 music, two more top 10 best music lists. One be on my top 10 best Julia Cole songs, and one on my top 10 best Linkin Park songs. So expect those coming away at some point. And of course, I recently upload the first part of my ranking video where I ranked every episode of Drake and Josh. I uploaded the first season, and depending on how I feel, I might get at least season 2 up on the end of the year. And I'll probably upload season 3 and 4 at the start of next year. That's probably the first videos I'll upload that year. And maybe I'll do like a 5 underrated gem video as well somewhere this year, so we'll see how that goes. And then I plan on doing like 3 top 10 best. Then I plan on doing three like top 10 best Christmas related videos. First one being my top 10 favorite Christmas TV specials. Second one being my top 10 favorite Christmas songs. And the third one being my top 10 favorite Christmas movies. I don't know if I've done that list previously, but I think I could set out a little more of an updated list, as I've seen a couple other movies since then, and I would be on that list. So I think that'd be a fun thing to do. Then of course I plan to do, of course, the 3 big year-end videos, where of course I'm planning to do, well, I'm going to basically do 2 big rankings on ranking every video game I played this year, and every movie, TV show I watched this year. Just a simple like video where I just analyze through a video and where I would rank them if it was a tier list. And just do like a top 10, 15, or 20 best movies list of the year. I'm not gonna show if it's gonna be like a 10 or 20 yet, but we'll see what movies come out this year ends up making the list, so we'll see how that goes. And of course, again, I do have a second channel called The Star Encyclopedia that I keep forgetting to upload on that channel, but I hope I can try to be a little more consistent on that this year. This year, I'm planning a couple of videos for that as well, so we'll see how that goes. And I guess just expect more, again, just pretty much more of the same content, honestly. Like I said, I do plan to upload more on TikTok. I might try to upload more on the YouTube Shorts as well as about the usual, like, videos I've been doing where I talk about my 5 more, I plan to do some more videos where I talk about more surprising movies and more disappointing movies and underrated gems, and just whatever topics I feel like talking about. I plan on doing a few updated videos from old videos. Like I plan on doing an update Arrow season ranking. Plan on doing like a big Arrowverse ranking in general, since Superman and Lois is gonna end. You know, that's not technically connected, but I still think I might do that anyway. And again, I'm going to, and I'm hoping next year, and again, I might do some more big episode rankings as well. I might do one on The Walking Dead or Amphibia or Gravity Falls. We'll see how it goes. And just whatever comes to mind, honestly. I do generally love talking about this stuff with you guys, and hey, you guys seem to enjoy as well. Oh, and I also do eventually plan. Oh, and I also do eventually plan to upload my favorite TV shows list as well. Since early this year, I did upload the big update lists of my top 100 favorite movies of all time, and I decided to do the same thing with video games. I've never done that before on my channel. I'm gonna share my top of my favorite video games I played of all time. So I figured, why not do the same with TV shows? And that was probably the hardest one actually to do. So, not sure when I'll have that up, honestly, and yeah, I still need to film it, honestly. So, but that is by that at some point in the beginning of the year. And I'm also excited if I reach 2K subs eventually. Like, I'm not sure when I'll reach that, but if I do try to reach that sub, I'll do a top 100 favorite hit songs of all time, which is going to be the hardest one of all. So, if you guys want to see me do that, definitely hit the subscribe button. And I also do. Oh, I also got to mention I also do have a merch store as well. I don't know if I announced that yet. I do have a merch store as well. There's some areas I still need to work on that, but I figure it's a good thing that. But I figure it's just some shirts, some mugs that have things that have like my song lyrics on it, and just words that represent my good vibes and positivity that I try to display. I mean, they call me the Positivity Avenger. Ooh. I don't know if I ever showed on my channel, but this is kind of what I do, where basically I sprinkle positivity towards. I do this where I sprinkle positivity towards people and explode positivity. I mean, it's kind of a fun thing to do, honestly. I remember I did one time randomly when I was still in Florida to help a coworker going through a breakup, and I've pretty much been doing it ever since. And hey, everyone seems to love it, and I love doing it as well. But yeah, I'll leave the merch link down in the description. It's basically there if you guys want to support me further, if you guys want to help see me improve my content, if you guys want to see like better quality videos, you can definitely support me on there, or just send any for Venmo and I'll do any video of your choice. I decided to also get rid of the custom ones as well, because I felt that wasn't going anywhere. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything I want to talk about. Again, next year, expect one singing videos, maybe like list, rankings, singing videos, just whatever I'm in the mood for. And again, I do upload more TikToks, so if you guys want to know my thoughts on movies and shows I've seen, you can check that out. And also do want to know what movies I found to be most surprising, underrated, and disappointing, or the worst films in general. You can check it out there as well. Anyways, thank you all for a lot of love support this year. Let's make 2025 a great year. I am Cinema World from Samuel One World Productions. I will see you guys next time, and as always, stay cool, everybody. Peace.